Hello, Cancer, and welcome to my channel, Tarot by Gabrielle. This is going to be a general reading for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs looking at you and your connection to the person you are needing to learn the most from right now. We're looking at all three sides of this connection. We've got your energy toward it, their energy toward it, and the energy in between it. The concept being that there are three sides to every story. So we're looking at their version of the truth, your version of the truth, their version of the truth, and this kind of higher level unbiased truth in the middle. I do encourage you to think outside the box when it comes to these readings. This might not be talking about a romantic connection. This could be talking about a friend, a family member, or a coworker, anyone that you're feeling particularly triggered by at this time, that you have a connection with, that you feel you might need to learn something from at this time. The last thing I want to mention is that these very well could be swapped, and you could resonate way more with the energy to my right than to my left if you're a cross watcher as well. So please remember to take this reading as it resonates. It is a general reading, and it will not resonate fully for everyone. All right, Cancer, on your side of this connection, you have divine masculine with this talisman here. Now, this talisman, I'm just seeing this as like, it's like the key to unlock something, obviously, right? And then I see that this is like, this connection is sparking, it's bringing up something in you that it feels like it's teaching you how to love yourself. That's what's going on here. I feel like this connection is teaching you how to love yourself first. It's almost giving you the key on how to do that. It's like providing you with a roadmap on how to love yourself first. Because then this person has, on this side of the connection, it has healer and shadow. Now, this is not necessarily like, these overall energies are like the theme of what the reading is trying to say. So what I'm seeing here is this person is literally helping you heal your shadow. It's interesting. And in doing that, I feel like they're triggering you a lot. And I feel like right now, you're in a position of just kind of looking for relief in this connection and just looking to feel like okay again, maybe, or just kind of back to normal. And so you have relief and power in between this connection. Now, this connection, it's teaching you how to take your power back. It's like teaching you how to put yourself first. And the connections that really do that are the ones that are the most painful. And so I do feel like you're definitely dealing with something of that sort. But let's see. This is going to be for Cancer side of this connection to the person they are dealing with. This is for Cancer side of this connection, please. Oof. Try that again. This is Cancer side of this connection to the person they're dealing with. One more. Cancer side of the connection to the person they're dealing with. My goodness. All right, this is Cancer side of the connection. What is Cancer dealing with the energy toward this connection? This is Cancer side of this connection. Artist, the Six of Wands. Ooh. I feel like you went from being very hopeful about this connection to feeling very hurt. And it kind of feels like, I feel like it kind of came out of nowhere. Like it's like you were feeling good, you had a lot of hope, and then it was just like, bam. This Ten of Swords kind of hit. And since then, I feel like it's been you trying to dig yourself out of this energy. I called it though, right? Saying these are the most painful kind of connections, and you can definitely tell right there. This is for Cancer side of this connection. Cancer side of the connection. But it's breaking you free. How is it breaking you free though? It's like it's breaking you out of limiting beliefs about yourself. What limiting beliefs here is Cancer dealing with? What limiting beliefs are Cancer dealing with? Okay, yes, the ending broke away limiting beliefs, but what are these limiting beliefs? Because I feel like this connection, I feel like it ended. Or it almost feels like a part of you died through this connection. Like it was that intense. What is this Eight of Swords in reverse though? Interesting. Okay, so it feels like this ending or the painful situation that caused some sort of like this death card here, like this, it feels like a part of you died through this connection ending in a way, like that kind of intense here. And it feels like it's breaking you out. Like, I mean, I'm going to take it as far as to say like waking you up. Like this connection is waking you up, like putting you on a spiritual journey almost. Like it feels like it's that intense. And I also feel like to a certain extent, it's changing you. Even if it isn't in your life anymore, it's like it's changed you. This person's Cancer's energy toward this person. Dang. You know, it's interesting. All my readings this week, I believe, have been for connections that have ended or are currently in separation. This person's energy, or goodness, why do I keep saying that? Cancer's energy toward this person. Cancer's energy toward this person. You have the Star with the 5 of Cups in reverse. This message is a message of hope. It's saying that, because I feel like you've lost so much like belief in the fact that you're ever gonna feel better again. Like I feel like this connection just like wiped you out, and I feel like you're having a really hard time believing that you're ever gonna feel better again. And this is a message of hope of saying that you will. It's just gonna take time and healing. In fact, I think you'll find once you're able to heal from this, you'll be able to see that you are in a better position from going through this and healing from it than you were before this connection. And right now you might be like, how the hell is that possible? But I feel this like this change that's happening within you that like it's almost like it's you learning how to love yourself more because of the pain that this connection caused. This is Cancer's energy toward this person. Because I feel like this is they're like the reflection of the divine masculine within you, whether you're male or female. They're also the reflection of your shadow. It's like I feel like they bring out the shadow in you, and they also reflect your shadow back to you. Cancer's energy toward this person. And I feel like maybe that's why I keep saying like this person's energy toward Cancer is it's like there's a lot of mirroring her here, I feel like. All right, Cancer's energy toward this person. I feel like you had certain expectations of your connection with this person and how things were going to be in the future. And I feel like they kind of like shattered those expectations. And so it's interesting because when we have to heal from someone, we're not just healing from the loss of that person, whether or not they did us wrong or not. It's still a loss, right? It's the loss of the positive expectations we had of that person. We also are dealing with the loss of the version of ourselves that we thought we were going to be in the future with that person. And so it feels like there's so much loss and going on here, but it doesn't just have to do with this person. It almost feels like there's something within you that is waking up or being brought to the surface or being triggered in order to not just heal from this connection, but heal the part of yourself that attracted this connection into your life, or possibly attract similar connections to this one. Like this could be a cycle, like you experience kind of the same thing over and over again. And this is like with other connections, and it just feels like this is maybe the breaking of that cycle. this person's, or Cancer's energy toward this person. Why do I keep doing that? Cancer's energy toward this person. Because I feel like you're just looking for relief from it. And I feel like you're going to get way more than relief, like at the end of this. Okay. This is Cancer's energy toward this person, please. What is Cancer dealing with on their side? This connection. Okay. You know, when I talk about waking up, you know, before we kind of wake up to the beauty of the universe and what's possible and spirituality and, you know, whatever you want to call it, we kind of are just going through the motions, reacting to our circumstances. And we believe that we have to be lucky to get what we want, and that what we want is only possible for some people, but not for everyone. And, you know, we kind of just allow our experience to dictate our response to it, therefore our future. And I'm going somewhere with this, and this has to do with this connection, I promise. But when we wake up, we realize, no, we're actually way more in charge of our experience than we once thought. And it has to do with how we respond. You know, our expectations, our beliefs, our healing, it all creates a better reality for us. And we also start to invest not just in what we think we have to do, but in what we want to do. And so this person, I feel like maybe woke you up to the realization of what it is you want out of life. Because I honestly feel like maybe they were the manifestation of everything you didn't want to a certain extent. Maybe they had some qualities you wanted. Of course they did, or you wouldn't have been in a connection with them. But I also feel to a certain extent like they woke you up to like what you really wanted. Not just in connections, but in life in general. That's why it feels like something like seriously deep within you changed because of this connection, or is currently in the process of changing. This is Cancer's energy toward this person. Getting twin flame vibes, but that doesn't mean that it's a connection that's going to stay. Doesn't mean that that's a connection that is supposed to be romantic or that is supposed to continue to stay in your life. You have 9 of Wands with the Magician. Wow, this connection is triggering. I feel like it just like, it's like one thing after another with this connection. I feel like even if they aren't in your life anymore, it still just feels like it's impossible to break away from their energy. I want more on this 9 of Wands. More on this 9 of Wands here. More on this 9 of Wands. Oh. See, this connection is actually a blockage to the one you really want. It's actually a blockage to the opportunity you actually want. By healing from this, you are opening yourself up to the potential that you've been looking for. That sounds intense, and it sounds so like extravagant or like big grand promises. And if you know me, then you know I don't make those on my channel. You know that I'm not here to say, oh, the love of your life is coming back and they're thinking about you and blah blah blah. Like, that's not what I'm here to do. I'm here to help you heal, and I'm here to help you move on, and I'm here to help you find, you know, the situations that align with you. And it's almost like this connection was put into your life to awaken a part of you that was choosing connections based on not what you wanted, but what you felt you needed. I hope that makes sense, because I feel like I'm getting like super philosophical here. Let's look at this person's energy toward Cancer. Finally. A lot of mirroring. I can already feel it. This person's energy toward Cancer. They are absolutely the reflection of your shadow. This person's energy toward Cancer, but I want to find out how. This person's energy toward Cancer, please. What does Cancer need to know about this person's energy? They, first and foremost, do not see your worth. They don't see your worth. They don't see, and that has nothing to do with you and everything to do with them. Because I feel like, you know, when people are a reflection of your shadow, it's like they reflect back to you the hurts that exist within you. And so oftentimes, if you don't see your own value, then you tend to go after people that don't see your value because you want to be able to, you want them to see your value, because if they see your value, then you'll feel valued, kind of thing. And so that's, I mean, right out of the gate here. Let's get more for this person's energy toward Cancer. This person's energy toward Cancer. What does Cancer need to know about this person's energy? There's the Nine of Pentacles again. There's the cycle. And I've seen the King and Queen of Pentacles. So they could be an earth sign. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. They do not have to be. Take it as it resonates. But I don't feel like this person is very stable. And I feel like there's a part of you, Cancer, that wants to fix them. And maybe that's where, like, and that's what happens. Yes, when we meet people that reflect our shadow to us, we want to fix them because we feel like we're fixing ourselves through them. So if you feel that, like, I want to fix them, or I feel like I could heal them, or whatever the case is, know that your own shadow is begging to be healed through that. Okay, this person's energy toward Cancer. This person's energy toward Cancer. This is the same Five of Cups as we were getting over here. Oh, I didn't see the Five of Cups over here, did I? No, I didn't. Different reading. Goodness sakes, I've done so many readings today. It feels like they have guilt when it comes to this connection, but it also feels like they aren't being totally honest with themselves about that guilt. And I feel like that in turn possibly really frustrates you, because you wonder why they can't see the pain they caused you. Now, I say this in a lot of my love readings. You know, when we often, you know, we wait for people to apologize to us. And in doing that, we are giving them so much of our power, because what we're saying is, I can't heal until you validate my pain. And I encourage you, if that resonates with you in a way, to think about it this way. Would them apologizing change how they hurt you? And I bet the answer is no. Because them apologizing, it's like, okay, great, yes, you acknowledge my pain, but now you're like, but it doesn't make it go away. It doesn't change what they did. It doesn't help you heal. And so if there's a part of you that's like, I really want them to see how they hurt me, or I really, whatever the case is, ask yourself why. What are you looking for in them that you feel you are unable to give yourself? This person's energy toward Cancer. This person's energy toward Cancer. This person's energy toward Cancer. You're stuck in a karmic cycle with them. Okay, but what is this? Where is this stemming from? What else do I need to know about this message before I explain it? You're wanting them to come back. And I know exactly what the cycle looks like. It's you have hope. Maybe you watch tarot readings. Maybe you do readings on yourself, or you read into them on social media or into the things they say to you. And you hope that in some way they're going to return to you. Maybe not, maybe you don't want them back, but maybe, again, you want them to apologize. And you build yourself up with this hope that things are going to change, hope that they are going to take away your pain, hope that they are going to alleviate the way that you feel. And then when that doesn't happen, you're hit with this just intense disappointment. And it's disappointment that runs so deep because it almost feels like you're experiencing the pain that they caused over again. And if you are in that cycle, then you are in like the deepest karmic kind of cycle that exists. And oftentimes these kind of connections can get mistaken for twin flames. I personally think that they can be a twin flame. And I believe that they are the reflection of you, and that's why you have this love for them that feels unconditional, but you mistake unconditional love with unconditional tolerance. And it keeps you trapped and waiting and giving somebody else the power over your happiness and your ability to love and be with the person that makes you feel loved and appreciated. Deep stuff. Because I feel like because remember, when I set the intention for these messages, my love readings aren't how to spy on this person. It's what does Spirit think you need to know about this person's energy toward you? What do you need to know about this person's energy toward you? It's that they are a reflection of your shadow, and that your shadow is calling to be healed through this. If you are still around during this reading, I appreciate you, because this is a deep one. This person's energy towards Cancer, please. This person, because remember, your relief that you're looking for is when you take your power back. Your relief isn't going to come from them. Because a part of you might hope that things would be different with them than they were before, but they won't be. That's why it's called a cycle. Okay, this person's energy toward Cancer. This person is a bit of a self-sabotager. I feel like maybe you feel like they sabotaged this connection because they ran from it. And I feel like there's a part of you that's like, if they would just come back, we could work it out. But here's the thing. I don't think this person has the emotional wherewithal at this time in their life to build and form a healthy connection, specifically one that you deserve. They are not stable enough on an emotional or mental level to do that. And that isn't your burden to bear. That is not your burden to bear. You should not have to feel shackled to someone who is unable to provide you with what you deserve. This is obviously a romantic reading. Could be a friendship. Could be a friend reading too. Friends can certainly be reflections of our shadow as well. This person's energy toward Cancer, please. Okay, hang on. We are going to try that all again. This person's energy toward Cancer. See? Star reverse. They're not healing. They're not doing the work. And if they're not healing, then that means they're not changing. And you and nobody else can make them do that. Because I remember when I was kind of dealing with a similar connection and just talking to a lot of people about these connections, there's always that like, but why won't they heal for me? Like, why don't they see my value enough to want to heal for me? Why don't they want to come back to me? Like, I'm special, or I'm this, I'm that. And that doesn't mean those things not true. It just means that you're looking for them to validate those things in you. And that keeps you attached to connections that don't see your worth because you hope that one day they will. And you get stuck in that cycle of consistently being disappointed by them. Dang, that was intense. I hope that resonated for someone out there. Because I haven't done a reading like that yet in a while. I mean, I used to be a twin flame reader, so it makes sense. But yeah, I do hope this. Remember, if you do believe you're dealing with a twin flame, and I had someone comment was like, not all connections are the same. Absolutely not. And not some of them are romantic and some of them are not. But the purpose of a twin flame connection is not romance. It is for you to wake up to loving every single aspect of yourself, including the parts of yourself that you are ashamed of. And that is why these connections are so intense, is because they trigger all of those deep-seated wounds in you that have to be brought to the surface. And it's all through one person. And the goal of these connections is to heal and detach, because one of two things is going to happen. You're going to heal, you're going to detach, and you're going to be able to move on and find the person that is meant for you. Or you are going to heal and detach, and they, come to find out that they healed too, and you're able to make this connection work. But these connections are never able to come back together in a healthy way until there is detachment. And detachment means getting to a point where you don't care, you are indifferent about this person and their life. And that's the hardest thing to do when they are literally the reflection of both your love and dislike of yourself. So keep that in mind. I don't even know if there's anyone still watching this, because I do feel like when I used to read a lot of these readings, I had a lot of people fall off, because these are hard truths about these connections you have to learn. I went through one myself and it made me a better person, and I'm so grateful for it. And I was able to find the love of my life because of it. But I regret wasting so much time on the connection instead of on my healing, because it kept me from not being able to experience the life that I'm now getting to. Okay, we're going to hop on over to the extended. I have relief and power. We will be jumping into looking at, like I said, the truth of the connection, the purpose of the connection, diving in more to the healing aspect. We'll be pulling 9 messages, and then I have an advice card to pull at the very end. Thank you so much, Cancer, as always, for your support of my channel. It does mean more to me than you know, and I do hope that this reading helped and resonated with you in a way that you are needing today. And as always, I wish you nothing but love and healing on your journey moving forward. Bye, Cancer.